I have such a cool, innovative piece of luggage to show you guys today. Wait until you see it. It's actually 3 different sized suitcases in one. It can expand to twice its original volume in seconds with a push of a button. Sounds cool, doesn't it? Imagine this. You pack a carry-on for your trip, and then you do a little bit of shopping, and a little bit more shopping, and a little bit more shopping. You love souvenirs. And then you start to worry because you're like, how am I going to get all of this home? But then you remember that you packed your VELO luggage, and you can make it a medium size checked bag, or you can make it a large size checked bag. Because to be perfectly honest, if you want to check your bag on the way home, I approve. Because that's when you're tired and exhausted. That's when, if the airline loses your bag, it's going to get shipped to your house. So yeah, I'm so excited to show you guys this today. It is so innovative and interesting, and I think you're going to be really excited. It can seriously go from carry-on size to a small checked bag to a huge checked bag. And the inside is one of the most unique insides of a bag that I've ever seen. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Lauren Kelly from It's the Kellys, and on this channel we travel often and pack well and want to help you guys do the same. All right, let's get right into it because I'm so excited to play with this luggage, you guys. Here she is. Look at how cute as a carry-on. So we're going to go over all of the details inside and out. We are going to measure and weigh it in person, and then we're going to give you a packing example, and then another packing example, and then another packing example, because this bag can get huge. So this is the smallest that it goes, and let's just go ahead and get right into the measurements. We will start it with the carry-on size. So the height, including the wheels, is just under 19, like 18 3/4. And the interesting thing is that there is no top handle. And so the height is the height, and we don't have to factor in any type of handle anywhere on this bag. The width is just over 15, mainly because of the TSA lock that sticks out. I'm going to go ahead and say 15.5. And then the depth is about 10.5. Which means that adding up all of the sides, this bag is less than 45 linear inches, making it good for international travel. Now, this setting holds 40 liters, but then we can make it bigger. So let's do that. Now, this is the handle right here that you're going to push it and it pops open, okay? It's a wide handle, spoiler alert, we're talking about that later. Underneath this wide handle is this little button right here, and that's what you push to expand it. This is the medium size. So let's go ahead and measure that. It's now about 23.5 inches tall and can hold 56 liters. Let's expand it again. Will it even fit in the screen? This thing is ginormous now. And it's about 27.5 inches tall and can hold 72 liters. So obviously this bag is going to weigh the same regardless of the size that it is. Because really, no matter the size, all the materials are there. It's just either hiding or showing. It does say on the website that the weight is 10.3 pounds, but let's go ahead and weigh it in person and check it out for ourselves. Now, there's not a top handle, so weighing it is going to be interesting. So I'm gonna kind of take it on the side of this handle here. So on my digital scale, it's actually saying 11.8 pounds. So it is weighing in at a little bit more, and it is empty except for all of the compression pads that are in there. But there are a lot of aluminum features on here, and we all know that bags that have aluminum on them or are full aluminum are a little bit heavier. So I think the coolest thing about this is obviously the expansion, right? I mean, you could have a luggage set where you have a carry-on, a medium, and a large bag, or you could just have this one bag. Because I really think that people have luggage sets to really choose which size luggage they want for a specific trip. And in this case, you have all three with you, not just one. Okay, so let me put this down to its original size while we go over the details. We're gonna talk about that outside. Obviously, this is a really nice, chic black color. This is a polycarbonate shell with aluminum details all around it. This whole little area here that goes up when the luggage grows, that's aluminum. And the handles are aluminum. And it has all of these little rivets too that are aluminum. So let's go over the rest of the details. You have this TSA lock here with some very unique zippers. So obviously your code is right here and you're gonna go ahead and push that down to release the zippers. But then you can see that these zippers have this really cool, almost warped, coiled kind of look there to fit into the locks. And really it's super ergonomic for your hand because then your finger is just gonna slip right underneath it. You see that? You do have this stitching here. Everything is black on black. So you see the stitching here and the zipper is kind of embedded inside, which is nice, obviously, because of the expansion. This handle on top, you guys saw there is a button and it just pops right up and it is a nice wide handle. And wide handles can be very easy to maneuver. And I feel like it gives you almost a little bit more stability with the bag. Everyone has their pros and cons when it comes to wide handles, but honestly, when I'm wheeling all my luggage around and I get to really hold on to a nice, sturdy, wide handle, I'm loving it. Now, like I said, there's no handles on the top or the sides at all, which is very different for me. I'm really used to kind of holding something here or holding something here. If I were to go lift this in the overhead bin, you kind of have this handle right here. And guess what, all you guys? There is a handle on the bottom too, kind of two right here. So they're almost just little grooves to easily grab onto it. And this is a groove to easily grab onto it. So you can very easily put it over your head like so. Now, of course, being polycarbonate and with the zippers, it is waterproof, which is great. And this bag is so durable that the company actually asked us to test it. And I know you guys love when I test bags. So stay tuned to the end of the video when I test the durability. So of course there are 360-degree spinner wheels, which I love, and it does roll great and it is very silent. All right, so now I'm going to open up the bag because I know when I first started researching this bag, I was so confused as to how the inside would work because I knew it had some compression pads. Now, the first thing I'm noticing is that it is uneven. This side is obviously more shallow and this side is more deep. So this deeper side is 6.5 inches deep. And then the more shallow side is about 3.5. So do keep that in mind when it comes to packing. These are all the great compression pads, and there's honestly tons of different ways that you can pack with this. It almost kind of looks like it's some sort of luggage shelf or that it is compression on top of compression, at least when it is in carry-on form. So that's what we're going to focus on first. And then we will go ahead and expand it to medium and expand it to large. Now I can say that the packing space in here is a little bit different because you have this area here where the handle is, but then you do have still this area under here to utilize, and that's on both sides. And then you have this handle here and you do have packing space underneath here. Now we can take that first compression pad right here. Then we have enough space to put stuff on top of there and put that other compression pad if we wanted to. Let's go ahead and do something like a raincoat. We will do that. And you know what? I honestly think it could probably be enough space even for that packing cube as well. Attach this buckle to that buckle and attach this buckle to this buckle. Now, is this really necessary? Not necessarily, but these compression pads turn into one big compression pad when it is expanded. So you might as well utilize them in carry-on form as well. Now for this side, it can kind of be the same thing. We're just gonna keep it simple because we're gonna put a lot more stuff in here. And compress it down, close it, and it's a carry-on. So now let's expand it and pretend like we shopped a bit. So now this is the packing space now that we have expanded it, and obviously that has changed some things. Look at how much more space we have here, and then look at how much more space we have here. And then now these compression pads aren't necessarily going to be shelf-like, they're just gonna kind of overlap. So let's reconfigure what we've already packed. Compress this side, and we have this whole side of luggage. Now let's see, what am I gonna buy on this trip? Let's pretend that it got really cold all of a sudden and I needed to buy a couple of sweatshirts. So let's throw in a couple of sweatshirts, and maybe I bought some pants. Let's compress it down. And we're packed for the medium size. But wait, there's one more. Let's pack for the biggest size, which can hold 72 liters. You can see how the space grew. Now we kind of have this extra 5 inches or so here, and then we have still a lot more space in here. So what else could I put in there? I've been around the world where I have definitely bought unique souvenirs, like when I was in Turkey and I got this blanket / towel. I was in Mexico and got this blanket, or when I was in Albania and got this big rug. So let's go ahead and we will bring all 3 of these home now that it's the largest size checked bag. Turkish one is going to be the smallest. We will put that right there. We have this Mexican blanket right there. There you have it. And then we'll get that rug. Man, I went all over the world on this trip. Wow, this bag can hold so much stuff. It's insane. Now that I've proved that to you, let's do the durability test. This is the fun part. Still good. Whew. Didn't know I was gonna work out this morning. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are as interested in this as I am. You know, I am definitely a carry-on only traveler. You guys know that. That's what I teach. That's what I showcase. That is what I strongly believe in. But I also love to get things on the road, especially unique things to the different countries that I travel to. I'm out of breath from jumping. So if I know I'm going on a trip that I really want to bring some stuff home, this would be a really great bag to bring with you. Now that I'm thinking about it, I really want to bring it on some of my trips next year, because there are definitely some countries I'm going to that I'm going to want to bring some unique items home with me. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Of course, the link is in the comments for this amazing 3-in-1 expandable luggage. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you're interested in this luggage. Let me know if you get it and what you think. And let me know what you would buy on a vacation that you would have to expand your luggage for. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.